Hello and welcome to GeordieLand 1892. Newcastle will be taking the long trip down to St Mary's to play Southampton tomorrow night. Let's hope we can continue this unbeaten run of 8 and make it 9, and let's hope that we can get 3 points tomorrow night. So hello and welcome to GeordieLand 1892. So tomorrow sees Newcastle travel the 660-mile round trip where they play Southampton at the St Mary's Stadium tomorrow night. 67 days after the Premier League fixture was originally cancelled. The fixture was postponed on the January the 2nd due to the COVID outbreak in Newcastle's camp. We did have a lot of injuries at the time, and the Southampton manager, Ralph Hasenhüttl, wasn't very happy about the postponement of this game. He later said that injuries were not COVID cases. He wasn't a happy bunny about it. He basically said that if Newcastle were going to spend big in the January transfer window, then the players that they bought would not be eligible to play against the reorganised fixture. Well, a load of codswallop really, like. You can't just make up your own rules, but that's what he wanted to happen. It didn't happen. It was obviously a nice try, as he was very upset because Southampton were in a rich vein of form at the time. They were playing really well. He was upset that we weren't going to play that game, and it was a nice try, but nothing came of his protests. So these two clubs have played each other many times through history, and the first time that they ever met was on the 12th of February 1898, and it was in the FA Cup. Southampton winning that one 1-0 down there on the south coast. They played each other quite a few times in the FA Cup after that, 4 times actually, to be specific. But it was in 1934 in the second division, the old second division, that Newcastle got their first win against Southampton quite a long time ago. Newcastle won 1-0 at St James's Park. Obviously, a lot of matches have been played between then and now, but in the 90s, it was, Southampton were a bit of a bogey team for Newcastle, with Matt Le Tissier always popping up and scoring some absolutely magic goal. Free kicks, he was absolutely superb, and he was another thorn in our side, scoring really, truly some amazing goals. Now, when you look back, Newcastle have won 41 times against Southampton. Southampton have won 38 of the fixtures, and together they have drawn 24 times to date. In 2018, down at St Mary's, Newcastle managed a 0-0 draw. In 2020, we beat them 1-0. Also in 2020, we did lose 2-0. The last meeting was on the 22nd of August 2021 at St James's Park, where we got a 2-2 draw. Alan St-Maxim, we thought, had won the game by scoring in the 91st minute, but there was other plans from Southampton as they got a penalty in the 96th minute, and Ward-Prowse converted that. So it was points level, points even, and 2-2 draw. So Southampton have done quite well this year in the Premier League. They've recorded quite a few victories. And since really the Christmas period, let's talk like going into the start of January, Southampton have won 5 of their games. They've lost 2 and they've drawn 2. They're actually doing really well in the FA Cup. They've got to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, and I think they'll be taking on Manchester City at the St Mary's Stadium. But, you know, the last outing for Southampton wasn't a pretty one. They went to Villa Park, they played Aston Villa, and they were beaten 4-0 by Steve Gerrard's team. Southampton are currently 9th at the moment, and they have 35 points, so they have 7 points more than Newcastle, who are in 14th place. When we go down to St Mary's Stadium, I really don't know whether these two players will feature, as they haven't been that regular, but ex-Newcastle players, Adam Armstrong, striker, and Fraser Foster, lifetime Newcastle supporters, they have featured this season, but I don't think that they will feature tomorrow night. Now, as for Southampton, they're dangerous in all positions, really. They generally play a 4-4-2 formation, but Roman Petrard, James Ward-Prowse, Armando Broja, Che Adams, Shane Long, Stuart Armstrong, they're all capable of scoring. Attackers, midfielders, defenders. So Newcastle are going to have to really be on their game tomorrow, as they can punish you from all positions, you know. So the only Newcastle news that I've got really is it was reported that Ryan Fraser should be fine to face Southampton. He was nursing a small injury after the Brighton game, but you know, I mean, he was subbed in the second half against Brighton. He did score the opener, and he did create an assist, basically for Fabian Schär to score. Absolutely class player he is. We need him tomorrow night. We need him to try and do some damage down there, and I think that's pretty nailed on that he's going to play tomorrow night. As for Alan Saint-Maximin, apparently, I mean, he's been back training, and I think he might play tomorrow night. I really do. At least take part in the game somewhere. Whether Bruno will play tomorrow night, I really don't know, as the lads in the midfield are doing really, really well at the minute. But I'm sure he will get his chance sooner or later. Also, Matt Richie is back. He's been training, and I think he might be on the bench tomorrow night. So when you look back in history, obviously our number 9, our goal machine, he's kind of started at Southampton. He played for Southampton from 1988 to 1992. He then went to Blackburn, obviously we know that, but he did join Newcastle in 1996, and he has a lot of praise for the club. Also another Toon idol, really, Kevin Keegan, who played there, loved it down there until he came to Newcastle in 1982, and the rest's all history really with Keegan, isn't it? Also at that time, Mick Shannon came up with him. He was like Keegan's partner down there, but unfortunately for Mick Shannon, it didn't really last very long. He had 3 spells at Southampton, coming to Newcastle in 1982, but he kind of only really, he only lasted a month. He did play for Southampton, and I think he was loaned out to Newcastle KB United. They were an Australian team, they're defunct now, they don't exist. But there's some just little trivia. So for all the lads and lasses that are going to be travelling down to the St Mary's Stadium tomorrow night, obviously wish Newcastle United luck tomorrow night. I'll be praying, hoping we can get 3 points, 3 more in the bag to keep us going away from that relegation zone down below. We are 7 points away from it at the moment, and there are other games going on tomorrow night that do mean a lot to Newcastle United, but we've just got to go down there. We've got to get our 3 points and concentrate on us first. Any result that goes our way is a bonus, you know. So like I say, the fans travelling down there, hats off, I salute you. It's a hell of a trip, 660 miles round trip on a Thursday night. You know, hey, that's dedication, isn't it? That's dedication, it really is. So anyway, that's all I've really got to say about tomorrow's game. I will be back with a post-game, hopefully shouting, screaming, celebrating, and a big smile on my face. So however, Newcastle United get 3 points tomorrow night. God bless yous. And this from me, keeper, GeordieLand 1892. Please subscribe, please hit the like button and share if you want to share. And that's all from me. All the best.